Hello everyone, welcome to CIZ. Today I am here to discuss the 2018 5 questions of ethics and values which were asked in the ESE 2018 of General Studies and Engineering Aptitude. Continuing with the series, let us start with the 5 questions. Guys, continuing with the ethics questions, I would like to add few important aspects that you should know before attempting the UPSC ethics questions only. The GS portion that carries the ethics, all the questions are very straightforward. You need to understand the basic concepts of every question's words, go through the questions twice, and the given options whichever there are in the questions, they must be analyzed first, and go with the strategy of removing first 2 options which are not appropriate. And finally, it becomes very easy to relate the given question with the left options also, and it becomes easy to correct the right option. So please understand some physical terms which are coming into the questions very thoroughly and try to comprehend the questions in series. Continuing with the series, let us start with the first question of 2018. The first question is, PQLI is based on, PQLI is Physical Quality Life Index. It is based on infant mortality, life expectancy and adult literacy. This is the correct one. Crime rate, clean environment and quality of housing. This is not appropriate. Air pollution, water pollution and sanitation conditions. This is also not appropriate answer. And finally, health, education and environment. This is also not the appropriate correct answer as per the given options. Reason being, in physical quality life index, whenever the life expectancy as well as the life index of a person is measured, in that there are a few physical aspects which are measured. The very first one being the infant mortality. The children which are up to the age of 5 years, they are categorized into the category of infants, followed by the life expectancy. In the present scenario, the government also lists that near about 66 years of age is considered to be the average age of a person in India. And the third option is literacy rate. A person who can read, write and understand in any of the language, whether the regional language or the national language. So these are the 3 parameters which are counted in the very first part. I hope this is clear to all of you. Proceeding with the second question. The second says, HDI, Human Development Index, is a better index of development because GDP growth may not consider personal growth situations. This is not correct. It takes into consideration reduction of poverty. This is also not correct answer. It covers income, health and education aspects of development. This is the correct one. And finally, it covers promotion of growth. This is also not right. Taking the option as per the HDI. HDI is Human Development Index. This is an index which was started by United Nations for the first time as per the report of Pakistani economist Mahbubul Haq. He gave some parameters which were counted, and in that the very first parameter was the income of a person, the second one was the health criteria of a person, and the third one was the educational aspect of a person. That means whenever the income, health and education, 3 aspects are measured on a statistic scale of from 0 to 100, the average value of these 3 only is counted, and that gives the proper HDI value, and that is used to identify the final answer. So overall, the third option, that is income, health and education, this is the correct one out of the given options. I hope this is clear to you. Continuing with the third question. The third question is related to IPR, that is intellectual property rights. IPR protects the use of information and ideas that are of ethical value. This is not correct. Moral value, this is also not correct. And third is social value, this is also not correct. Finally, the commercial value, that is the appropriate answer in this question. Considering IPR, this is intellectual property rights. Many times across the world, there are intellectuals who provide certain kinds of exceptional discoveries related to some products in the society, related to some medicines in the society, related to some literature content also. So overall, anything that is innovated by a person in society, that gets the mark from the international organizations also and through United Nations. So under that badge only, intellectual property right is given to that person and he becomes the sole owner of that. The rights of that product or a kind of a thing that is prepared by that person, that could be sold by that person to any person in the society. So overall, only one person who is credited with the innovational aspect of that product, he gets the IPR rights also, and as this can be used to sell the rights of the intellectual property of the particular product. So the person will be getting some kind of money. Whenever in business terms, whenever a person sells out something, that is related to the commercial aspect. So commercial value has a very good relation with the IPR aspect. So IPR protects the use of information and ideas that is related to commercial value. Moreover, there is another thing to it. If a person is having the sole right of IPR, no other person in the society can get the credit of that thing. Many times certain things are copied in the society. So copying of that thing has to be protected, and that is protected through IPR. So IPR serves as the protection barrier for an innovator who gets the sole rights of that, and it helps to protect the particular rights of the person. I hope this is clear to you. Continuing with the next question. Next question is related to the whistleblower. This has been repeated. This is one of the topic that is repeated by UPSC many times. A whistleblower is someone who whistles classical music, that is not right. Inform on any illegal, unethical or corrupt activity going on in the organization. This is the correct answer. Is adept in whistling and boasts about himself or herself. Guys, this is the correct one. Reason being, whistleblower is a person who exposed the wrongdoings in the organization, wrongdoings or unethical activities which are continuing into the periphery of the organization. Any person who is working in the organization and that person is involved in corrupt practices, and if that person is hurting the organization interest in any way, so those issues, they are brought to the senior authorities, and that is through the so-called proper channel only. So that is related to the whistleblower aspect. So a whistleblower, he or she informs any illegal activity, unethical activity or the corrupt activity going on in the organization. So overall, the basic concept that should be understood regarding the whistleblower is the person is highly standardized in ethics. That person always looks for the interest, positive interest of the organization, and he tries to protect the interest in all the way of the organization. I hope this is clear to you. Continuing with the next question. This is related to what is nepotism. Nepotism term, this is generally used with the favors which are provided by a person in organization. It is related to the favors. Any kind of personal favor that is given to any particular relative in the organization or friend or family person. So that is related to the nepotism. As per the given options, undermining the morale of workers, that is not right. Harassment of women workers, this is also not right. This is related to the exploitation part. This is related to the exploitation part. Being autocratic in decision making, this is also not correct. Hiring friends or relative and showing favoritism in the work. So this is the correct one, that has direct relation with the persons of the family or the friends or showing any favoritism at workplace. So overall, if any engineer is there in the organization and he is having the sole authority of the department under whom so many workers are working, so many other staff members are working, if that person tries to show any kind of personal interest to the other people, so that is called nepotism. I hope guys this is clear to you. Further, if you have any query, please comment below, and if you like this video, please do share it as much as you can, and please add on your ideas, give your opinion also. If you want some different kind of videos related to all other modules of GS, we are ready for you. We'll make some further videos, and also in next videos I'll cover the 2017 Ethics 5 questions. I hope this is clear to you. Thank you.